Well, hello, pretty girls. Happy October since we're already halfway through it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day today. I am super duper duper slow with doing this video, for goodness sakes. I don't know what got a hold of me, but all the things this time of year that are trying to kill you, I don't know what it was because I tested negative for every single one of them, but something had a hold of me that was not my friend. So I am feeling a little bit better. My voice is coming back, thank goodness. And so what I want to do today, even though we're a little bit slow off the jump, I want to go through and show you guys the kits and specials that you can get into your hands. The kits being free with your qualifying order, of course. But I want to show you guys some fun things for the month of October. So just like you are used to seeing from me, we have a pre-cut kit that we are going to do an online class for. We have a large 12-page workshop using Halloween paper that is not Halloween at all. You guys will get a good up-close peek at that. And you can earn those kits from me. We have a third one as well that I'll show you that's a fully pre-cut kit using some old close to my heart things that I'm trying to get rid of from my inventory as well. So you guys have the ability to earn 3 pre-cut kits this month with your qualifying orders. And so I know my ladies love some pre-cut paper, so it makes me happy to give it, and it makes me happy that they enjoy receiving it. So gift giving is a language of one of my love languages, and so I enjoy that. But I also wanted to share with you guys a few of the things that you can grab just through the catalog or participate, whether you were to place a qualifying order or not. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the starter kit special. I have not really been talking much about team building since joining Stampin' Up back in May, just because I feel like it's taken a lot of my energy to kind of get my own business going and also to help my team get their business going. And so I don't talk a lot about team building, but they do have a starter kit special this month. And so I just wanted to do a really quick little mention of that. And so anytime during the month of October, you can get your demonstrator kit with an additional $30 value added to it. So for your $99 to join, you are going to be able to pick, and I'm sorry, I have a buggy I can see in my frame. Sorry about that. You can choose $155 of products of your choice. So you can go through the catalog or on the website and pick any kind of products that you would like that total $155. You'll also get some catalogs and some business materials and that kind of thing as well. So, but that is a really exceptional value during the month of October. So if you guys are interested in joining Stampin' Up, and you might want to be a part of my Just Crazy Blessed team and have access to all of my workshop files and all of that good stuff, then you guys are welcome to pop over to, I'll post the link below this video, and it'll take you right over to my website, and you can join that way. And if you have any questions and you might like to reach out to me beforehand, you're welcome to do that. In fact, I was going to say I had another resource to give you ahead of time, but we can talk about that if you reach out to me. So I wanted to mention the starter kit special. Now I wanted to mention something else to you guys. I've always loved pre-cut kits, but I never really fully got on board with the close to my heart pre-cut kits that they had. Like I just didn't really go all in on them because I really enjoy the design process. That's probably my favorite, is being able to take something and make it look completely different. So I have to tell you, the kits that Stampin' Up create, they are amazing at it, and the variety is completely out of this world. But they are all on special this month during October. So all of the kits, and you can find all of those if you go over to the shopping website and click Kits Collection, is what they call those, Kits Collection. And you can take a peek at, they release at least 2 every single month, and they're just a variety. Like they have a really, really awesome, there's like a card organizer kit that was released a couple months ago. We have some great Christmas card kits. We've got some really fun ornament kits in there. The one that was released just recently was really cool. It's got like these gold hoops with these really cute little mini pine cones. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. But all of the kits are up to 30% off during the month of October. And one of the new ones, like I said, we get 2 new ones every single month. And so one of the 2 that we got in October is this really, really awesome notebook kit. And I just have to show you, like, it's worth taking the time for me to peek through here to show you guys this, okay? So inside the kits, they really try to make them kind of all-inclusive. They are really catering, if you will, to people that have no tools, have no experience, maybe don't have space or a craft room to keep a lot of extras and like buy paper packs and stuff like that. They want you to have everything that you need, you know, use it, consume it, put it together, and then throw away the box and you're finished, right? So what that means when you guys look into their kits is like even your adhesive is available and inside the box. So you can see you've got an entire roll of the sticky tape here, this adhesive. You've got some of the little glue dots here. This bug is making me crazy. Sorry, guys. It's probably making you crazy too, seeing it on the screen. So my apologies. But you've got your adhesive in there as well. Now, this one is a notebook kit. Like I said, there's a lot of card making kits on there. There's some like travel journals and things like that. But as I said, I really enjoy the creative process. I like to take something and completely do my own thing with it. And so I wanted to show you guys, this is what I got so excited about when I saw this kit. When I ordered it, I immediately had to tear into it, go through it. So I've taken the plastic wrap off. So it comes all shrink wrapped, so everything is well protected and all that good stuff. But I wanted to show you guys, this one is a notebook, just so I can give you the correct name of it, because I feel like that's teaching me as well as teaching you. It's called a look back kit. And this entire kit that I'm going to show you in this box this month is only $22.50 for the whole thing. So as we're going through here and I'm showing you guys this, what I immediately, like I have a baby sister and a niece that are about the same age, and they're 11, 12, 13 year age range there. This would be a perfect Christmas present for them, or a perfect birthday present, that kind of thing. And so maybe when you guys are looking through this and we're going through this, if this one is not right for maybe someone that you might be shopping for, you might look on the kits collection section of the website, and there most likely would be another one on there that you like. There's tons of them on there, even ones that have been here for a couple years. They many of them are still stocked on there. So very cool. But when we're thumbing through here, think about maybe it might work for a Christmas present. And again, you can mark that name off your list and get it at a sale during the month of October. Okay, but I want to show you guys this. This notebook is completely huge. It has tons and tons and tons of pages. Now remember, someone like me who is looking at this as a person that likes to do their own thing, right? I love, and if you guys are inside our creative collaboration membership, then you know that Chris and we have multiple series even in the past, before, even with Close to My Heart, we would take kits and we would both take the same kit and we would do different things, completely different things with them. In fact, I just taught a class yesterday inside the membership that used one of the kits called By Your Side that is currently unavailable, but I believe it's coming back, that has these adorable little puppies and cats on there. And I like made matching Santa hats for them. And it was a card kit, but we turned it into pages. Super fun. But we love to do that inside the membership. And we do that inside the membership. So when I begin looking through here and I see these beautiful decorated pages, they're not flimsy notebook paper. These are like the same kind of sturdiness as the pattern paper. So when I look at this, I see pieces of pattern paper that I can pull off of there and cut up and put into your standard size layout. So you've got some that have just a little tiny bit of decoration on here. Some of them are full sheets of colorful paper and patterns, but this is going to be so fun for someone to put together. Me, I'm a big girl. I'm not even a little girl, and it's going to be fun. Fun for me to rip it apart and do something completely off the, go off the hinge with it, right? But look at how fun these pages are. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys a few of those. We won't flip through all of them, but a fun little pink notebook, spiral notebook with those beautiful pages, and you've got the gold foiling on the front. I'm more of a silver girl, but I gotta say, recently, probably over the past year, I've been doing more crafting with gold than silver, and I love that. So then when you start to flip through here, a lot of these have doubles. So again, for me, I'm thinking, oh, I can make some matching things, or, you know, multiple cards that are kind of the same, or multiple scrapbook pages that are kind of the same. So again, my brain always goes immediately to that teaching avenue, how I can take this and do something fun with it and then teach other people how to do that. So this is going to be fun. These are all just the punch outs, the little die cuts that are all the hard work's done for you. You don't need scissors. There are no scissors included because you don't need them, because all of these pieces are all, you just punch them out, either stickers or die cuts, similarly to the Close to My Heart kits as well. So you have tons of these different sheets in here. See doubles of all of these. And they all are just punching out. Like, look at these guys. These are going to be so fun to put photos on, or handwrite some journaling. You've got tags on here. I'm sure my lighting is probably blowing it out just a little bit, but you can kind of see there's some beautiful florals there, some tags, some little circles. More of that beautiful floral paper. I love this color palette. I absolutely love it. It looks like petal pink, old olive, maybe pretty in peacock. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. And the pink, possibly Flirty Flamingo. It doesn't look exact, but it might be a little bit of like a second generation of Flirty Flamingo. But I am loving the 4 of those colors together. So again, you've got a bunch of these punch out cards and a bunch of these elements. You guys, like, these are going to be awesome for scrapbook pages, right? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at these color palettes. Oh, I love it. So tons of elements, 2 of each of these sheets that you'll see. Big flower, little flowers, more of those little punched out pieces. When like $22.50, you guys, for the entire thing. $22.50. This looks like it is a fun little envelope. It's got pre-scored lines on there. I think there you go. Can probably see it with the light. Pre-scored lines on there, and you've got a pattern on both sides. So you could pick which side you want to be on the outside, depending on how you want to use that. So you've got a little envelope there, a couple more sheets of these punch out pieces. This one has some ruled lines on it. I'm pretty sure there's 2 there. I just can't get them unstuck. I'm pretty sure there's 2 each of those. I just can't get them unstuck. Okay. Then you've got some really beautiful florals there. And now this is where I really get so excited, is with the sticker sheets. You get a ton of stickers. So you've got beautiful gold foiling stickers on here. Okay, you can see like some ampersands, some photo corners, some beautiful greenery, borders, little dots, little hearts. This really, really fun little elements. Here's some more of those little die cuts. I just love this color palette so much. Then you've got a couple of these alphabets. So this one is a beautiful, it's black with a little bit of, it almost looks like a crumb cake outer edge of these fun little cardboardy stickers. So they're not as stiff as like a chipboard, but they're not like a flimsy, not good quality sticker. They're very, very high quality stickers. So you can see you have multiple letters in there, tons of little teeny tiny elements. If you like to do that, you are definitely going to want to have tweezers to pull some of these little tiny bitty elements off there. Lots of numbers, lots of punctuation, and then again, a lot of these other small things that will kind of take the place of like your dots or your gems and things like that. So you've got 2 full sheets of those. Okay. This one is cool because you guys know this company is in multiple countries and not all of them are English speaking. So they just go ahead and toss in some of the elements and stickers and die cuts that are the other languages, and they all just get packaged together. So if you happen to speak these languages or know someone that speaks these languages and you want to use them on a card or a project like that, you're absolutely able to do that. Or if you kind of like what I was thinking for these, you could ink over this. And again, these are really nice, sturdy, high quality stickers. So you could ink like a color on top of this and then stamp something darker on it. This would be something that I would play with. Of course, this will be something that will work into a teaching schedule at some point. But I will, knowing myself, I will find a way to use these that are not English. But if you enjoy the English, you have some really fun little affirmation stickers on here that would work for, you know, scrapbook page or journaling or something like that. But look, you've got some of these little block words up here, which is probably my absolutely favorite kind of sticker ever. And then you have these really fun that are nice and a little bit more fancy is the word I want to use, but I know that's not very descriptive of these letters. But look how fun that is. Journey, today, hello, moments, lovely, spring, winter, grateful, love, just tons of them. Never lose your sense of wonder. I heart you, everyday life, this moment here. Your dreams, just a bunch of fun little elements on there that'll work for pages or journal, mini album, whatever you might want to use for it. And then again, here's another one that has language that I don't know what it is. So anyway, some of them you will probably toss away if you cannot find a creative way to use them. As I said, this will be a mission of mine, of course. But can you guys believe you get all of that for $22.50 this month? It's wild, honestly. So as I said, they're kits that you do not need to have prior experience. You do not need to have tools. You do not need to have space. You don't have to have anything except the box, because again, your adhesives is included in all of that. You don't need scissors. You don't need a paper trimmer. It's quite incredible, honestly. They have really, I feel, perfected this type of product line, and I feel they're continuing to improve on it. But what they do is you have a little brochure in here that'll give you a little bit of direction, right? So if you're familiar with some of the card kits and that kind of thing, they actually, they'll have the pictures of the completed cards and that kind of thing, and show you like where you put your adhesive and all of that. So if you wanted to follow the instructions on a kit, pardon me, they're going to show you where to put the adhesive. So here's a picture. Remember that little scored envelope that I showed you? Like it shows you where to put that score tape on there, on those edges, and then to fold it over. You can see here's one of those big greenery die cuts, and it shows you can stick your adhesive on the back there. You've got some of those little glue dots as well. But if you wanted to create it kind of like how they have designed it, then you just have photos to kind of walk you through how to do that. Again, the fun part about a kit like this is not necessarily doing what I'm going to do with it, which is cut it up and use it for a 12 by 12 layout. But for you guys to be able to just open up the box, or whomever is the recipient of the kit, open up the box, get all your contents, pulled apart out of the little punch out sheets, and just sit down and just really enjoy the creative process. That's the fun part, right? Is maybe you start and look at the pictures and kind of start as a jumping off point, but the fun part is just doing your own thing, right? I am fond at starting with an idea or a concept, but then I kind of go my own direction and go a little rogue, get off track, if you will. So anyway, lots of helpful bits in the brochure, but as you guys can see, it really is not going to take any instruction. Like this would be something that would be great for even a little girl, and I think that they'll really, really enjoy that. So again, $22.50 during the month of October. And this is just one of many, many, many kits. So there's some on there that have like cards that work really well for males. There's really great birthday, thank you. Again, there's multiple little journal kits. There's like a travel journal in there. There's another notebook one in there that we have. And again, I'm trying to think of how many Chris and I inside the membership have done classes on, but they really stretch a long, long way for just a little teeny tiny bit of money. It is just awesome. I love it. So I had to mention that since they are on special this month. And again, I'm so excited to jump into that one. But I'm going to show you guys what you will receive from me with a qualifying order. So we have a kit every month at a $75 qualifying order amount. So if you place an order for $75, you will get the pre-cut pieces minus the embellishments to create the 6 pop-up gift holder cards that I'm going to show you here in a moment. You have all of your cardstock, your envelopes, your card bases, all of your pattern paper. And this month I've really splurged, and we are using the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Season of Elegance, the gold foiled paper. It's completely gorgeous, I just have to say. But what we're trying to do is transition from a monthly kit that used to center around a specific stamp set, right? Stamp of the month, if you're familiar with Close to My Heart. And it made it very difficult to use the kit content if you did not have that stamp and that thin cut set or that die set. And so what I have been trying to do going forward with Stampin' Up! Is I want to give you guys a kit that you can actually use a different stamp and die set if you would like to do that. So if you need to use one from your stash, or you just don't like the stamp and the die that I used, I want you to be able to use those pieces that you are earning with your order. And so you'll notice these are large pieces of the paper. Okay. Now I used the Decorative Trees stamp and die set. Now I'm just grabbing it quickly. Sorry, I forgot to bring it over when I started my camera. But that's the one that I featured. Now you will probably notice that I use my beloved deckled rectangles. That one has been included, I think, in most of the kits that we've done since I joined Stampin' Up. It's my absolute favorite die set that they have because it's so versatile and I use it on everything. So I use my deckled rectangles again. You don't have to have that if you don't want it. You can just use your paper trimmer and cut that to size. It'll be just fine. And then I used a label. It's all over the blog post and the supply list, okay? But I used a label die set as well. But the main featured one that really added the beauty to the cards was this Decorative Trees. And I love this, and I just wanted to take a moment to pull it out and show you guys. So I got the bundle because when you get the bundles, you save 10%, and I'm gonna get them both. So anyway, I like a bargain, right? So I keep saying it. I should shout it from the rooftops so everyone knows. This is an amazing way to store your stamps. I know some people don't like the DVD cases, but they're awesome because I can like put all my things in here and I keep everything together. I love it because I always have little pieces that I put together or cut out and I don't end up using. And I just put them back in one of those little leftover 6x4 baggies and they just all fit right down inside the little DVD case. It's awesome. So I've got my stamp set, I've got my thin cuts and my little leftovers and they all just close up in there. So this set is so cool because you can like build your own Christmas tree. So you have these really beautiful decorative layers, okay? So you've got like a stripe here, you've got a plaid, you've got one that looks like snowflakes. This one here, it's got these really beautiful snowflakes. I, of course, cut the top layer out with gold foil paper that is included in your kit. You have plenty to be able to cut your Christmas trees, okay? And then I put it on top of the different colors of cardstock. This one has the old olive on there, but you can pretty much build your own Christmas tree. So if I hold this up, you guys can probably see you've got some little ornaments here, multiple, again, more of those little, like the overlays that go on top of your Christmas tree. You've got a bow, you've got the little stumps down there, some little bows here. You've got some garland here. You've got the star. It's completely fun and beautiful. And I feel like I've only like touched the tippy top of it. But what's great is you guys can kind of make a Christmas tree that works for you. Now, one of the things I want to point out to you that I was not the genius person that noticed this. I saw someone else point it out over on the demonstrator page. So I wanted to share it with you in case someone's listening that did not know. There are tall Christmas trees and there's short Christmas trees on the overlays, okay? So you can see you've got a tall overlay here that fits with the main portion of the tree, right? So you've got the portion that'll go on the bottom, and then you've got your overlay, and these are the same size. Well, you have another overlay that's smaller, and so, but you don't have a smaller tree, okay? So some people will most likely get this and say, oh, they didn't include I didn't get a piece, I'm missing a die, right? Well, how this is actually manufactured is that you can place your overlay, it fits exactly. The small overlay goes right over on top of the tree, and then you just trim off the bottom part, okay? So you will piggyback and use the solid piece of the tree for both sizes of the overlays, okay? The big one and the little one. So they did not short you, they're just being really efficient. And of course, if they do not have to add another little tree in there that feels a little redundant, right, then they can keep the cost of the die set a little bit lower because of that. And so what's not to love about that, right? So this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful set. And you guys know I'm a country girl. I live in the Ozarks of Missouri, and the kind of trees that we have tons and tons and tons of cedar trees. This is a cedar tree. This looks just like a cedar tree where I come from. And so I immediately, where this is named decorative Christmas trees, right? I see so many more uses for this just because we are very outdoorsy. We live in the country, and we would have use and photos, things like that to really warrant a great Christmas tree die. So think of it that way, that it is not going to be a die and a stamp set that you guys only use during Christmas time, okay? The stamp set as well, you can see here, it's backwards, but it kind of shows you what it looks like a little bit. You've got the outline of the tree, you've got, looks like the branches here, and some fun elements to be able to add, pardon me, to either your Christmas tree or to use it for another occasion style of tree. But that's the featured, pardon me, the featured bundle that I used in this kit. Again, if you guys are wishing to order the supplies that you do not have to be able to complete your cards just like I did, you want to go over to the blog, and I'll put the link below when we're done with the video, but you're going to want to go over to the blog and look at that complete supply list, okay? And it's going to show you everything that I used, and you guys can then look through and see what you don't have and what you wish to buy, and decide if you want to add that to your order. But what we're doing is I'm calling this the pop-up gift card. It's called a Create Your Way kit is what I've been naming them, because essentially I want you guys to have all the paper and to be able to create it your way. So if you don't want to make it a Christmas pop-up gift card, okay, maybe you want to do it for a birthday. Maybe you have a birthday set, birthday stamp and thin cut, right? Or die set. Then you now have the paper that's included that you earned in your kit. And it's not centered around Christmas trees, right? Like there's no pieces. I'm not sending you a bunch of triangles that you have to cut a Christmas tree out of. That your birthday cake die that you have in your stash is not going to fit on the triangle cardstock. Does that make sense? I think that I think we're kind of getting people to understand that. Like I'm trying to get my customers to understand it. I'm trying to help my team understand it, because it is a polar opposite of what we have always done back with our time with Close to My Heart, right? So I just want it to be something that everybody understands the reason why we've made the changes and how that can be helpful going forward. So all of the 6 cards are going to have the beautiful foiled paper on the front. Now again, you guys can use the products that you get in the kit that you have earned for free. And yes, it ships right to your door. You do not pay for shipping. You don't get charged a fee or anything like that. If you place an order using the host code, and that is placed all over all the graphics that I'll load up on the page. Again, I told you guys, I'm recovering from being very sick, so I'm a little behind, but they'll all be up before we go to bed tonight. But the host code, if you attach your order to a host code, and it's a $75 order, you will get this kit shipped to your door for free, okay? It'll just come automatically. You don't have to reach out to me or anything. It just will come right in the mail. So then we're going to have an online class here in a few weeks, and there also be a link to that inside the files. And so when you get your kit, there's a QR code on the front of it. Click the QR code. It'll take you to the folder that has all the files in it. You can put the kit together if you would like before the class, or if you want to play along with us during the live event. There'll be giveaways that night. We have a good time. It's a few hours long, and we just have a lot of fun girl time, and it's a good way to spend a Friday night. So if you want to learn how to put them together with my leadership, you can feel welcome to join in the event, and I'll walk you guys through step by step how to create them. That's why we did Christmas in October, because we'll do the live class the first part of November, and that way you guys, even if you are feeling more comfortable to wait till the class streams, you'll still have plenty of time to get your cards out well before Christmas time. If I waited till November, it would put you putting them together in December, which I felt like might be a little bit late. So that's why you guys are seeing Christmas before you're seeing fall, okay? Just filling you in on that. So they're all about the same, like in the pattern wise. I have done, of course, different trees in them, and I've changed up the little labels here a bit, but I feel like they really came together very quick and very easy, and they're quite beautiful. Like the gold foil really is just completely stunning. So you can see we've got the fun little sentiment on the front. This is just a little bit of the cherry cobbler ribbon that if you guys choose to add onto your card, you can put that on your shopping list. And I've got a little bit of the iridescent foil bling on here. If you guys want to use that, you can. What I'm finding is that a lot of people, when it comes to things like ribbon and bling, you guys probably have stuff like that in your stash. So you can just grab a little strip of that, of something that you have in your stash that you feel would coordinate nicely. And then you don't have to add that to your order unless you want to, right? So just a beautiful, beautiful, really fancy decorated front. Then when you open it up, you've got this pop-up gift holder. So you can see it really does pop up here in the middle. Again, deckled rectangles. You'll be able to do this with a paper trimmer. And I'm going to show you how in the live class, how to do it with the paper trimmer with no dies. I'll show you how to do that. So you will be able to take this, this little pop-up feature and add it to any kind of card that you would like. Okay. Oh, I see if you guys are leaving comments, I'm not seeing them. If you're commenting, I apologize if you're listening to me. I'm not trying to be rude. I must have missed them because apparently Facebook is showing me comments because my husband just popped on there. So hello, honey, listening to me from the living room. So if you guys are commenting, I'm sorry if I'm missing them. You're welcome to ask a question again if you're asking and I'm not seeing them. But this will be a feature that I'll be able to show you guys how easy it is to create, and you'll be able to put it in many other, like how fun would that be whenever you do like a birthday card, right? And you want to add a gift card. I'll show you how easy it is to create this little pop-up feature. Okay. So I've done a little bit of stamping on the inside. Again, we've used those deckled rectangles. And if you don't have them, I'll show you the measurements and how to do it with your paper trimmer. It'll be just fine. We've used one of those stamped images on that stamp set that says "for you." And so that really was quite fitting for the gift card as well. But in your kit, they have just multiple colors. So you've got the beautiful peacock and gold. This one has the crumb cake and gold. And you guys, this foil is quite beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Here's one of the trees that has the gold garland and the bows on it. So I try to decorate them different from each other rather than just sticking with my favorite. I think my favorite is the snowflake one, but I wanted to add a little bit of variety in there. But they've got the cardstock there in the middle. And you've got multiple colors. Again, this paper collection is completely beautiful. Season of Elegance. It's so pretty. Got another one that has that crumb cake color. This one has those beautiful stripes. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so pretty. Here is another one that's got the snowflakes on it. And there were a few that I did not use just because some of those overlays were very, like there was a lot of them and you could barely see the color of the tree. And I wanted the greens to show through. So I didn't use some of them for that reason, but you guys absolutely can use them if you would like. So you've got some fun colored little pop-up pieces there in the middle. I love the red. It's quite beautiful. There's more of those, the bows and the garlands. It's just a fun little surprise there on the inside. And again, I'll show you guys how to do it with the dies and without the dies in the class, okay? So the elements, with the exception of the ribbon and the bling, all the pieces that you need are going to be included in the kit that you'll receive free at your doorstep when you place a $75 order that uses the host code that I'll post below the video. And it'll also be up in the graphic at the top of my business Facebook page. Okay. So then for the big, and again, guys, just like every month, I tend to not touch on the files too much lately, but I do a full cutting guide for all of my kits, and you guys will be able to get the full cutting guide along with your order. I do have some people, pardon me, my team gets these free. And so if I also have some demonstrator friends, consultant friends that like to use these for their own customers. And so they'll go and they'll buy the files over through PayPal on my blog, and they will be able to teach those projects to their own customers in support of their own business. And so it brings me great joy that they're able to do that and support their own customers. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, my favorite part is the design process. I have friends and people I love with my whole heart that say, Suze, that part is not for me. That's not the part that I enjoy. I would rather let someone else do that, and I will do the part that I enjoy. And so it brings me a lot of joy that I'm able to help them in that way. So if you guys are interested in the files and being able to offer these to your customers, or to just cut them yourself, you can grab those files over at the blog post. And the blog posts are already done. I just didn't have a voice for the last 10 days. And so I wasn't able to do the videos. So that's why we're a little behind, but the blog posts are already up there and the PayPal link is there for all of the workshops. So you'll get the files and you'll be able to recreate these with multiple papers if you would like. As I said, it's designed to use multiple stamps. So again, like if you, like this is quite beautiful. If you guys wanted to turn it into a birthday card or like a really fun anniversary card, there are other things you could put in the little pop-up pocket here, right? You could put a sweet little photo here or a little inspirational card. I like buy these fun little inspirational cards off Amazon that have scripture and things like that, where I can send friends notes and cards and things like that. And so something like that would be really fun to put down here in this little pop-up pocket. So they really could work for a multitude of occasions. And you guys, I want to help you see past Christmas. Okay. So you'll be able to use those files multiple times. And I feel like you are really going to, I feel like this is one we're going to enjoy for a long, long time. So, and I saw my sister-in-law pop up here too. So, if I've missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry guys, I apologize. I'm not looking at my phone, I guess, at the correct time, but hello, Joey. Hope you're having a good evening. So now I get to show you guys something I'm so proud of. So, my family doesn't really do much with Halloween. Codeman had never really liked it. It was always kind of a hard holiday for him. And so like we never had a bunch of Halloween photos or anything like that. So I never had the need for Halloween scrapbook pages. And my customers my regular customers, it's not really a big holiday for them either. So I've always felt like in the past, I've never been able to really do the Halloween collections justice, but I love the colors of Halloween. You guys know my love of like the greens and the purples and I just love that. And so this year when they unveiled the Halloween spells paper collection, I am like, oh my gosh, I have to take that paper and do something non-Halloween with it because the colors are amazing. It's like a Susan palette, right? You guys know you got to put all the right colors with a punch of black and it just like screams my name, right? So what I did was I created for you a 12-page, 12 by 12 scrapbooking workshop using the Halloween spells paper. We did not use the sticker sheet. So you have the option of getting the paper by itself or you can get the paper with the sticker sheet. So just get the paper without the sticker sheet if you want to create my non-Halloween pages. But it created 12. I'm going to give you an up close peek at them. Just like always, you guys have a full cutting guide, the complete Cricut design space that's also going to cut all of these beautiful, beautiful print and cut pieces that are designed by yours truly for this workshop. So all of these colors are with the hex codes will match the paper from Stampin' Up. And I think that you guys are going to enjoy them. And what I love about it is not only is this workshop it's completely non-Halloween. There's not a stitch of Halloween anywhere. But if you guys wanted to make it Halloween, then grab the sticker sheet, right? Just grab the sticker sheet and you can absolutely Halloweenify. We're going to make up a word, okay? Pardon me. You could turn it into a Halloween workshop if you would like, but if you're like me and you would rather have something that's not Halloween, you have all of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful print and cut pieces that are for like every day. And fun fact, okay, sometimes I do this. I don't do this every month, but you're getting a special treat this month, okay, for October. So some months I will go in and part of my design process is I will go in and I will start designing elements that I would like to use. Hello, beauty. Hello, Miss Jerry Lynn. I see your comment when I pop up there. There are hex codes for Stampin' Up. There are. Yes, I have them. I will send them to you, or I will put them up in the customer VIP page. How about that? I think I put them in there before maybe, but if I didn't, I'll post them in there. So yes, Stampin' Up has hex codes for all of their colors. One moment, guys. Forgive me. As I said earlier, a virus or something's trying to kill me and we don't want to start coughing for 20 minutes. So I had to grab a drink of tea. But yes, I'll put the hex codes up there for you. But I matched all of these pieces to match the paper collections here. There's a couple two-tones on here just for funsy. But what I did was I will go in and I will usually design a whole bunch of elements. I'll cut them and put them all on my plate, and then I sit down and I start cutting my paper. And this is just kind of my design process, and I enjoy that part. But what happens is I get done And then I find there's a lot of design, a lot of elements I did not use, but I've already done the work to design them. And so sometimes, and I've done this a few times in the past, where I thought, you know what? I'm just going to cut extras that I didn't even use on the pages, but I'm just going to cut them and put them in the add-on kits for the girls that earn the add-on kits, the free kits with your order. You guys are going to get a bunch of extras this month. So like these little flags, I thought they were ridiculously cute. I've got a few layouts in here with like some fun, like competition sports kind of little captions and titles in there. And I thought these flags were just ridiculously cute. And I didn't use them, but I thought, hey, maybe they would like to either add them to their pages, even though I didn't, or use them for other papers or get another pack of paper or whatever. But you guys are going to get a bunch that are added in your, that I've thrown into your add-on kit, or rather my precious husband peeled them all off of the Cricut mats for you. He earns his way onto those incentive trips, you guys, because he's such a great help to me. But Randy usually will help me strip these mats. I think this month he did them all himself. But you guys have a ton of extras in there. So all of them that you see, pardon me, on this plate, and there's like piles and piles of them on here. Everything that you see on this plate is all going to be in an envelope for anyone that places a $125 order with the host code. If your order reaches $125, you're going to get the add-on kit, which is all of these with it's all the pre-cut cardstock as well. So if you guys are going to put this workshop together, you don't need to buy any cardstock except your base pages. And you don't have to have a Cricut, because I've provided all the cardstock except your 12 by 12 base pages, and we just used black this month. And then I cut everything with Cricut for you. So you don't have to have a Cricut, and you don't have to buy any of the packs of the cardstock families. You just need your 12 by 12 base pages. So it's a great deal for someone that maybe doesn't want to take the time or the effort to use their Cricut, or maybe they don't have one, or quite frankly, they're just like, I'm going to let Suze do the hard work for me, right? So it all works, but you're going to get all of those in your add-on kit. So for a $125 order, you're going to get everything on the plate, plus the pop-up gift card kit. So you get 2 for $125. When I'm done showing you the pages, if we've not been like on the video for 5.5 hours, which sometimes we are, right? I'll show you the third kit that you can get. That is a layout kit that's completely pre-cut. You don't have to have anything except adhesive. It's going to be great fun. So let me show you guys these pages. I'm so proud of them because they're completely beautiful, but again, they're not Halloween. So we just kept it really like celebratory. And even I usually name my workshops after what the paper name is, but the paper name was Halloween Spells. And so it felt a little redundant to name a workshop Halloween Spells when there's nothing Halloween about it. So I just called the workshop something to celebrate. So if you guys are browsing over on the blog, this is the workshop you're looking for, the something to celebrate. Okay. So you can see great usable photo spaces. I've really been focusing on that, not a lot of those little teeny tiny bitty ones. I did use the heartfelt hexagon punch and stamp set. Now, I don't usually do a lot of stamping on my scrapbook pages. And so I mentioned that just so you guys don't skim past that on the supply list. But I also mentioned that, that if you guys don't want to get that stamp and that die, or that stamp and that punch, pardon me, it is a punch. It's not a die set. And I got to tell you, man, punches are fast. They are wicked fast and easy. I love them. I love them. But if you don't want to get that, you can absolutely do, grab something else that's a similar shape, like, because you're going to have the cardstock included, pardon me, in your kit. Okay. So you can take the green cardstock and you can, cut a circle if you want, or a hexagon or something, a die maybe that you have in your stash, or punch that you have in your stash, or even Cricut, to kind of fill in that space if you don't want to get that punch. But the fun thing is they're like $20, and oh my gosh, pardon me, I feel like I'm going to start coughing and I don't want to do that. But they're like super duper low cost and very heavy duty, and they collapse. So they store very, very nice in the close to my heart black organizer shelves. I'm just saying, I'm still using what I have. So you're going to see this throughout, but this is a punch and a stamp set. So it just really was a fun way to add a little pop of color somewhere, because it's kind of what I really like to do. You got some fun little doodling spaces here, some little journaling. Sometimes for me, journaling is just like a date or a place or something like that. So you can either keep it just a white banner, or you could utilize it as a journaling space if you would like. You can see that little punch and hexagon thing. Oh my goodness. The little punch is going to be like just popping up with color like all over these pages. Okay, so this is an element that is not in a Cricut cut. This is something that you will have the cardstock to do should you choose to. And again, look at these titles, you guys. I had on my Facebook page, I asked you guys, I said, what do you think about the font? And most people really, really loved it. And then other people did not like it at all. I rather think it's stinking adorable. It's just a very Susan font, right? It's like, don't take life too seriously. I don't know. I just like something that is a little bit playful. I don't like, you know, really fancy curly Q kind of things. I like something that's a little bit playful, but not too serious. And that is just, I think the font and the titles really shine through. You've got these really fun little Cricut elements here that I designed. Again, these are all just custom designed by me, guys. My favorite thing to do in the whole world is sit and play in Cricut and design. I love it. You've got Say Cheese, the best, life is good, wonderful. And then this is one of the stamped images that's in that stamp and thin cut. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I love it too. I love it too. And I felt like it just went so well with the paper. It just has the same kind of fun, whimsical feel that the paper has. You've got the great black and white mixed with the bold colors. I don't know. I just love it. I think this, to me, this workshop is one of my absolute favorites so far. But you've got, again, some more of those fun little banners and that little stamp and hexagon there. And I just took advantage that one of the sentiments that was in the heartfelt hexagon stamp set said, let's eat cake. And I felt like it worked really well with the something to celebrate, because it could make it easily a birthday theme with photos. And so I did choose to add that, but you guys absolutely do not have to. The stamp set is created, and you can look on the website, of course, but the stamp set has these fun borders around it, but then it's got the interchangeable sentiments. So you've got some options on there, and nothing is themed unless you choose to make it themed. So again, it's going to be kind of one of those that I hope stays in the catalog, or at least on the website, for a long time. So that it's going to be great and usable for so many occasions. I hope we get to play with it for a long time. But you can see just, so again, more of those pops of color up there with some more of those fun little sentiments. Now, this is one that I started out and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be horrible. No one's going to like it at all. By the time I was done, I think this is my favorite layout of all of them. Pardon me. You've got some fun triangles here that placed in the correct space makes a fun square. I grabbed a few of these really pretty flowers. I made them two-tone. So you've got the on palette color here, but then you've got the lighter color there underneath, and it just kind of gave it a little bit of dimension, because when I say print and cut, you guys know, my love of print and cut. This feature inside Cricut is like my absolute fave, where you can design something in Cricut Design Space, and then instead of cutting it out on colored cardstock and gluing all of those itty bitty layers together, which is like my nemesis, I don't like to do that at all, you can flatten it and it prints out on your home printer, okay, in what, like just regular, I just use white cardstock that goes through my printer, and then you put it in your Cricut and Cricut trims it all out. It is like amazing. It's like having a custom die cutting machine. It's absolutely amazing. I guess it is a custom die cutting machine, isn't it? So it's so fun, but they're flat, right? So I always have to lean into my love of foam tape. So if you guys look at these, they have multiple layers of foam tape on there. Now, I know some of you guys, it's okay. We can still be friends. Some of you guys are like, Sue's pages are supposed to be flat. I don't want them to be, fat and chunky like my thighs. And I do. I don't care if it's like 3 layers thick of foam tape. It doesn't bother me at all. I love it. So I take these flat layers and I pop them up with foam dots and foam tape of various sizes, and it brings the page to life, I think. But I've used florals with this, okay? I know it's kind of weird. You might have to be like, I'm not sure, Suze. I don't know if I like that or not. I know it's very strange, right? They're not your normal type of flowers. It's not the normal kind of paper you would use with flowers, but I love how it turned out. So you've got X's and O's. You've got fun titles on here, A Day to Remember. And again, like these fun little light colored triangles to match the paper. I have way too much fun inside Cricut, you guys. I have way too much fun. You've got Best Memory Ever, Love Time Together, and again, more of these clusters of florals. I absolutely, this is seriously my favorite page of all of them. I love it. You got those beautiful multi-colored florals, and then the different leaves. There's 2 different kinds of leaves with multicolors on there as well. I just love it. I absolutely love it. definitely my favorite. So layout number 3, this is really fun as well. Like this is what I got. I love it, you guys. As I'm looking back through these pages, I haven't pulled them open for a couple weeks, but just, I don't know, the bright white arrows just look super sharp on these bold colors. You've got, again, that fun punch, okay, with that fun little stamped border around there that matches. And then I just created some fun arrows on here. So this could work for like something, you know, maybe ball pictures, or, you know, something where, you know, you're working together towards something. I'm thinking like even something like, you know, like quiz bowl teams, or, you know, mathletes or something like that. And just something that you're working to kind of like as a, you know, something where you're promoting team togetherness and hopefully winning, right? But again, how easy it would be to completely alter the theme of the layout by just removing some of those elements, right? And so again, you do have additional elements that you'll get in your kit if you guys qualify for the add-on kit, where you can swap those out if you would like maybe you don't have any sports pictures or anything like that that would work with these affirmative sentiments. So you're just going to take those off and use something different, right? This, again, title with that same font, Your Biggest Fan. I love it. Laurel, I am very much a fan of black and white pages too, or black and white pictures too, because it really gives you the ability, someone that is demonstrators / consultants probably scrapbook different than someone who's not a demonstrator or a consultant, because what we do, we want to showcase our photos, but we're also at the same time trying to showcase the products that we have available for our customers to purchase, right? And so that being said, my layouts always look nicer when my photos match my paper, right? Well, sometimes you have really great photos that match the theme of the layout, but maybe they don't match the paper very well, right? But you could so easily flip that photo to black and white and it'll match everything. So it's absolutely, I'm a complete agreement with Laurel and now Miss Kim. Hello, Miss Kim. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. It's nice to see you. But yeah, it's a great way to take photos that do not match the paper or the layout that you're working on. Or maybe you have a photo, you know, and you have someone in your group that is wearing a color that just completely stands out and doesn't look good with the rest of the colors. Well, then just instantly turn it to black and white. No one will even know, right? Okay, so this one is really fun. Now, inside the files, you guys, I gave you a photo of this layout without anything on it except the paper. So this is made up of a bunch of triangles. Don't worry, the cutting guide will walk you through how to cut them. They're very quick, very easy. If you guys get the add-on kit, you're only actually cutting the 6 sheets of the pattern paper. Everything else is pre-cut for you. I've done all of the hard work for you. And then my husband, bless his heart, has stripped them all off the mats for you. So you're just going to cut those 6 pieces of pattern paper, and I'll show you easily how to do that in the cutting files, but I wanted you guys to be able to see the different layers and how they connected together. So in the files, you have these base pages with the pattern papers glued down with no photo mats, with no stamping, no titles, nothing like that. So you'll be able to get a good, clear picture of where the papers go so that won't be something that you struggle with, okay? So you've got, again, the fun little stamp and little hexagon punch up there. You've got these really fun, again, these are just custom designed by me. Sometimes you guys can read the things that I type and you're like, yeah, that's something Susan would say, right? Smiles for miles, you make me happy, you bring me joy, we're better together, memories for days. And then I borrowed that title again, that was my favorite, something to celebrate. And I feel like the font was really, it coordinated really well. And you've got the color circles coordinated well with the title, and it just was too good of a fit to not use, right? I am still kind of in this mode where we went without twine and ribbon in Close to My Heartland for so many years that now that Stampin' Up! Has a bazillion of them, I'm like using them on every project. So we're doing still that fun little knot technique that I will show you in the files, where you can put a little bit of twine or even ribbon back behind another element. And it just adds a little bit of texture, and I love it because it's very quick. For those of you that like flat pages, it's not bulky, and it only uses a little bit of product, so it's not going to hurt your pocketbook. So that, again, like we're all winning, right? It's all good. So next one, this one is super fun as well. So again, you can see Very generic, guys. For really anything, any photos that would be worthy of putting in an album would work on pages like this. So you've got amazing, the best, awesome, perfect. And yes, to answer the question that my husband asked me, baby, some of your stars are cut off. They're not, like, something's wrong with the stars. And I said, no, I designed them that way. So you have one star that has all 5 points intact, and then you have 3 stars that look like they got into a fist fight or something, or walked into a refrigerator or something, where they're kind of boogered up on the edges. And that's I did that on purpose so they'll fit inside the 3x3 space there. So just to kind of, add a little bit of something a little different than we normally do. So you've got lots of fun stars on here, some fun arrows. Those are Cricut print and cut that I designed for you. More of that punch up there. By the time we're done with this workshop, you guys are really going to want that punch, I promise you. It's so great to add a little bit of matching, like little bit pop of color down there. I love it. Then you've got a bunch of, I have a buggy still, come on, buddy. A bunch of 3x3 photos on there, but you guys know if you wanted to add 4x6s, all you got to do is do a little bit of overlapping, or you could take your 4x6 and trim off a sliver on the bottom or a sliver on the top and put it in the space of 2 of these 3x3s. It's up to you, but they're so easily changeable to fit any of those. If you guys are just working with your standard 4x6 photos, it'll accommodate that with no trouble. And again, more of those fun arrows and more of that fun punch. And I used 2 different embellishment styles, 2 different packs of embellishments that you guys will see there in the supply list. And again, it's just like, that's another one of those things that close to my heart. We had very limited embellishments, and Stampin' Up! Has a bazillion of them, so I have to have all of them, right? It's just, I think embellishments and bling are my weakness. So last one is, this one is the good stuff. So again, lots of great usable photo spaces and great versatile titles. Okay, so we're better together, memories for days. That is definitely a Susan saying. You bring me joy and you are loved. And again, more of that punch there, and just some fun, like you've got the little layers of the white banners tucked up underneath there. I love making fun clusters because they're not difficult at all, but when you take all these little teeny tiny elements and you don't stick them together in a cluster, they just kind of look like they're randomly thrown there, and it makes the page very busy. It feels very cluttered to me. And so if you can take some of these elements and you piggyback them together, then you create more of a focal image, and it looks like all of those pieces were specifically designed to go together. At least that's what I tell myself in my own brain. So you've got, again, that hexagon, a fun little banner back underneath there. You've got the fun little twine knot, and then a neat little sentiment there on top. And then you've got some more of those clustered bling around the edge. And to me, that just looks like a perfectly put together little element up there that will top, hopefully not sitting on someone's face, right? That will be a little photo topper. You guys know that's one of the things that I do, and it's kind of something that is maybe signature to my design process, is I always like to overlap things because it just feels like the pages flow a little bit more seamlessly. And I don't like the boxy look, like when you've got a photo mat and then space and then a photo mat and then you've got paper here and then a photo, and it just kind of looks like you just, I don't know. I feel like it has a bit more of an artistic feel when you do just a little bit of overlapping. And so you can see, well, I'm not like really harming the photo. Most of the time, the faces are near the center, right? Like if I had a face down here, I wouldn't overlap a photo here, but I could easily move it over if that were the case. Same way with the title. This many times, on the edges of your photo, there's grass or there's coffee table or there's the edge of a building or something like that, that most of the time, if you had to crop it down, you would crop that out anyway. So rather than crop it down, you could keep the photo size to fit the photo space here that the pattern allows for. And then instead of cropping it, you add something over top of it that you don't care about what's underneath there anyway, right? And to me, I just feel like it gives it such a unique artistic feel, or at least in my brain, that's the way I see it. So I know some people are very, very different. And so again, like I always say, that is the beauty about art, is it's subjective. So I'm going to like something that you're not going to, and vice versa. And I think that's what's so great about what we do is, again, like I said earlier in the video, you guys can use it as a jumping off point and then completely do your own thing. If you want to cut your paper paper to match my pattern, but you wanted to go in a completely different direction as far as theme and embellishment and that kind of thing, absolutely you should do that. And please love me enough to send me pictures of your work. I would love to see them. I feel like that's what I don't get enough. I don't get to see you guys' completed projects very often, and I love that. So always feel welcome to send them to me. I would love to see them. So that 12-inch by 12-inch scrapbooking workshop, 12 pages, the add-on kit, as well as the pop-up gift card kit for $125 order using the host code that I will post on the business page. Now I want to show you guys, this is the same kit that I featured at a $200 price point last month. I just have a few left over. And so I prefer to give them as ordering incentives rather than sell them. So I'm going to offer it one more month in hopes to get rid of them. So if you are just maybe doing some Christmas shopping and grabbing some kits for stocking stuffers and stuff like that, and your order hits the $200 mark, or maybe you want to take advantage of, grabbing some things that you've had on your wish list or whatever, and your order hits $200, you're going to get the pop-up gift card kit, the add-on kit, and you're also going to get the entirely pre-cut kit for this little guy. So it's a kit that's going to ship in the same kind of mailers that I normally will send them. You'll have a QR code that'll take you to all of the photos of all 4 pages put together. This is going to be like a puzzle, okay? Everything is completely pre-cut for you, and you're just going to look at the pictures just like you would the puzzle box, right? And put it together based on the pictures. There's no instructions. There's no cutting file. It's just a very... I've done all the hard work for you, okay? But what you're going to notice is you guys will need to provide the 12 by 12 base pages. So you can, any color that you want. I used black on mine. You could use white, you could use black, anything in your stash. You just need 4 12 by 12 base pages, and everything else is included for you. So to make it fit inside the envelope, I took the 12 by 12 sticker sheets that has the really fun resist. This is the Close to My Heart Wildberry stickers. It has that beautiful clear resist pattern on top. So there's 2 halves of that, okay? That is just cut down without harming any stickers. It's cut down the middle so that it will fit in that mailer. That's the only alteration I did. So if you get a sticker sheet, it is a full sticker sheet. I just cut it down so it would fit. So you're going to get the full sticker sheet, a full package of the colored sequins here. You'll have tons left over. I could have taken this and given you guys like a 1/10 of the package and you would have had plenty, but I have a ton of these, and I thought, well, just give them to the girls and they can use them for another project. So you've got a full package of the sequins. You have enough of the black ribbon that you'll need to put your pages together. All of your pattern papers, all of your cardstock pieces. Some of these are pieces that were from exclusive kits with Close to My Heart. Pardon me. And they were never pieces that you could have purchased in a catalog or by themselves. So again, remember, my favorite part is the design process. So I enjoyed going through there and pulling out pieces that would work for these kits. So you've got all of your cardstock, all of your pattern paper, everything is completely pre-cut for you. You've got a title in there for one of the layouts. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful die cuts. They have these little inside pieces that you can just go and punch right out. You don't need a paper trimmer. You don't need to fussy cut anything. See, they just pop right out, okay? So you've got these beautiful white overlay images here. They're absolutely stunning, you guys. It took me a long time to punch those out, by the way, from the carrier sheet. But you've got all of your pattern papers that you're going to need in there, and I'll give you a look at the pages. So these are ridiculously cute, okay? So this one, Oh Happy Day. Look at that black and pink and gray. I love it. So again, you've got that beautiful white floral little overlay there. Great photo spaces, okay? Again, if you wanted to add more, you just pull off a few of the pieces of the pattern paper, and you've got the space to do that. A little bit of that black and white ribbon. I've used multiple of those they're loose sequins, but you could just need a little bit of liquid adhesive or a glue dot. I piggybacked a couple, so it might be a little difficult to see with the light, but I've got a light pink sequin on the bottom and then a smaller bright pink sequin on the top, and I just glued them together with a glue dot and then added them down to my page. So very, very easy to do, but when you're using loose sequins like that, that little baggie will last you for days and days and days and days and days. So you can see this sticker sheet was so fun. It was filled with all of these really cool banners and these little washi tape stickers. Absolutely ridiculously fun. So I used a ton of those on here. So you can see we've got a couple of the different washi tape stickers up there. You've got one of those banners with the fun resist. Look at it shining in the light. Some of those stickers up here that are like sitting like these little file tabs on top of the photos. You've got a really nice little title here, Oh Happy Day, with some more of the washi. Then this one, again, kind of the same thing. You've got the piggyback sequins, some fun stickers kind of sitting on top of each other, another little border over here with that fun little resist. These are clear, shiny hearts that you can see. This bug is making me crazy. The clear shiny hearts on that beautiful border. And then some more of those little washi tape pieces. And again, here is another of that white, that great big, beautiful white overlay with a fun little, again, more of that clustering, right? Like we talked about, where you take a bunch of the little elements and put them all together and then they look like they were made to be together. So lots more of those sequins and fun little elements kind of piggyback there. I think it turned out so stinking cute. So then on my quest to use up that sticker sheet, which I didn't even touch it, there's tons of stickers left over. So if you guys want to add more stickers, you can, or again, use them in another paper collection. You can do that as well. So this one is a birthday kit. So I used some of the old party time paper that I had left over. This was an older Christmas paper, actually, with the black and white plaid that I love. Again, I just feel like it looks really, really cool together. So this is a birthday worth celebrating. So again, you've got some really great big standard photo sizes on here. Then you've got some of the satellite photos that actually work as what I love to use 2x2s for is not necessarily like I'm going to take a family photo and shrink it down to a 2x2. I have never done that, and I doubt I ever will. The 2x2s, I look at more of embellishment opportunity, right? So maybe they're part of your cluster. We might use them in the same way that we would use a sticker or something like that. And so many times, like if you are one of my people that just print the standard 6x4 photos, maybe you've got pictures of the birthday girl and maybe there's some presents or a birthday cake or something like that. Maybe your 2x2 photos, you've got your 4x6 photo that you've got, pulled out of your envelope and it's got the birthday cake on there. So maybe you cut out part of the birthday cake and the birthday cake serves as more of an embellishment, a custom embellishment, right? To help tell the story of what is on the page here rather than featuring a full 6x4 of the birthday cake, but you've got the table, you've got the chairs, you've got maybe a counter with a magazine or something on it. You know what I mean? Like you can easily take out something where you don't necessarily want to either shrink the people down where they're so tiny you can't see them or cut grandpa's forehead in half, right? You can think of your photos as serving as an embellishment rather than the actual focal image. And so I mention that because that creating in that way has actually changed the way that I take photos. So many times when I'm at, I didn't used to be one of those people that would like take a picture of my dinner plate when I had a fancy, pretty dinner. I was never that person until I kind of grasped this concept of using part of the photos as an embellishment rather than like a focal image. And so then I find myself like snapping a picture of my fun dinner plate or like, I don't know, one time Cody came home and he had helped pour the basement. He had like concrete all over the place. And I remember taking a picture of his boots. I don't know why it wouldn't mean anything to anybody else, but to me, it would help tell that story and it would be important to me. And it would not be something that I would feature here, but I would feature it here, right? Or here or something like that. So you could even, take some pictures. I took pictures of Code's presents before he unwrapped them the last time we had a birthday party for him. Different things like that. So maybe think of these as like embellishments rather than photo spaces. And that being said, if you guys are kind of taking this concept and using it in other projects aside from this one, think about different elements that you could add here. So think about your scraps of your pattern paper, or if you have the Picture My Life cards, or if you have a large sticker or something like that, you could put in these spaces. So again, you've got that really nice, and again, you'll notice it's a triangle, right? That's always so pleasing to the eye to decorate in a triangular shape, right? But it would be a great way to kind of utilize that space and kind of keep the integrity of that pattern if you kind of like the balance and the look of it, and be able to not cut grandpa's forehead off, right? So lots of those fun little stickers on there. I showed you guys there's tons of those banners on there. You have a bazillion of them, okay? You're not going to use them all on these 4 pages, but tons of banners on there. Again, I picked out a bunch of there's a bunch of little black flower loose sequins in that little baggie that you're going to get. And so I used a bunch of those and put them inside the banners, because I have this thing with banners. They have to have like a dot or a bling or something, because banners that are just like floating out there by themselves kind of make me crazy. So we had to anchor them to something, right? And so the black little flowers were perfect for that. I used a few of the blue and the yellow ones as well. Again, guys, you've got an entire package. These were either $5.95 or $6.95 original price in the catalog in Close to My Heart World. So you're getting those included in your kit as an additional bonus. So I hope that you will enjoy them. But we've got more of those little stars down there. And again, you can see more of those elements that are just kind of piggybacked on top of each other. And I feel like it's so pleasing to the eye when you piggyback something if you give it a bit of dimension. So take one of those layers. You can do it. All of you guys that like flat pages, you can do it. I promise. I promise. Just put a little tiny bit of foam tape underneath a layer and pop part of that layer up. And it just feels like it's coming off the page that way. I just love it. You can see more of the stars. Some of the stars have little sentiments written on them. So they kind of work for captions, which I love to do. You are special, smile, more of those fun little washi tape elements down there. You can see a little teeny tiny star. Got a couple sequins there, just a fun little clusters, because when you can add something with it, it just doesn't look like it's sitting out there by itself, right? It feels more purposeful when it's not just sitting out there by itself. So again, I feel like this turned out super duper cute, but this will be the last month that you guys will be able to earn this kit for free. And if you earned it last month and you want to play and you're going to place an order again this month, you can get a second one. If you place a qualifying order, you'll get a second one. I'm not going to not send it to you because I've already sent it to you. So if you, again, Christmas present for a loved one or a friend that maybe likes to do paper crafting, or just put 2 of them together, right? I have multiple albums that have the same layout in them. So definitely something that is not a bad thing to do. You're not breaking the rules doing that, right? So that is going to be what you guys will get if your order reaches $200 and you use the host code. You're going to get this pre-cut kit, you're going to get the add-on kit, and you're going to get the pop-up gift card kit. So 3 kits that you can get with a $200 qualifying order. So it's going to be a fun month. So I am, again, just kind of kicking into gear now halfway through. So if you guys have questions about any of the specials this month or anything like that, you're welcome to reach out to me and I'll get right back with you as quickly as I'm able to. But I'm vertical now, and I've been vertical for 24 hours. So I'm feeling like I'm on the mend, and my voice is still a little bit, nails on the chalkboard. So I apologize for that, but I'm definitely doing the best that I can. So let's hope that we are continuing to improve, and you guys maybe the voice will improve next time, right? Those of you guys who qualified for the Circle Spinner card kit last month, virtual event is this Friday. So if you guys have not gone in and grabbed that link to join that group, just reach out to me and I'll manually add you. And we're going to hang out together on Friday. I have giveaways for you guys for participating. It is going to be great fun. So we're going to hope the voice improves by Friday as well. So if you guys have questions, put them below. I'm going to go and grab all those blog links for you and the link to join my team should you choose to do that. And I'll put those below. And again, if you have questions, just shout at me. I will be glad to assist. And everybody that hung with me for 1 hour and 11 minutes and 54 seconds, I am grateful for you. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.